Yo, what's going on, guys? All our reptiles here, and today we're going to be rearranging Inferno's enclosure because he's really getting bored. So we're gonna switch it up and see what he thinks of it. Alright, well, the camera doesn't like the lights that I have, so it's gonna be a little bit overexposed, but obviously this is Inferno, my bearded dragon. But it's kind of barren. It worked for the first few months, but now he's just been kind of sitting underneath right there and just being kind of bored, not wanting to come out, not wanting to eat, refusing even mealworms, or superworms actually, but that's just kind of ridiculous to me because he loves them. But we're going to take all of this out, not the bedding, because the bedding is perfectly fine, and mix it with a few different things. I did take the glass out, so that's why you see the glass there and there's no glass here. But we're gonna add some rocks to it that I had from the pond, some more rocks in the towel, and this huge thing of cork bark that was supposed to be used for the gargoyles enclosure, but I never used it. So we're gonna use it in his enclosure. So let's take everything out here and start making the new one. Alright, so I have him out right now, and I'm not going to put him in any container because he really does love to just run around. So, you have fun. I'm going to start working on taking everything out of the enclosure. Alrighty, and the whole enclosure is cleaned out. I'm gonna switch that, so I've switched the water bowl around a little bit just to make it easier for me to get it out, and just to give him, give him some time to soak, because he doesn't really go back in that corner. So I moved it up where he does go a lot, so because he also poops there, so let's hope he doesn't poop in his water dish. But I also left this rock here because that's where I leave his food, just so it's like, it's off the bedding. We're gonna leave all the lighting and all the garbage. Yes, I have egg cartons, holding this up because the legs are too high for the heat spot where the hot spot that was, on all of this stuff. So we're gonna try to make it a little higher so they just stand on the little pegs. I don't have to deal with it. And he's very offended, by the way. I mean, look at him. Just like, what are you doing to all my stuff? Well, guess what, bud? We're changing it up because you're kind of bored in it. So let's do that right now. Well, if you saw me for like 5 seconds put a log at the back of the enclosure and take it out, that's because it is currently baking in my oven. So we're just gonna, turn on the light here. Does it not? Oh, I'm stupid. There we go. Ah, yes. I did cut a little bit off of this end, or I don't know, one of the ends. It just it split off into two, and I didn't like it, and it also didn't fit in the oven with that on it. So I cut it out, and in about an hour, we'll be able to put it in the enclosure and put Inferno on in. And the only reason I'm baking it is because it was outside and I want to kill everything on it. So yeah, that's why. Alrighty, well, the log in the back is done. I did spray it down one more time just for purposes of the dust getting in my throat and trying to kill me. But we're going to go through a little bit of how everything was put together, and then we'll put the glass panes I used some Windex on, and then get that little monster back in. Alright, so we're going to start off with basically the ground layer, which is these rocks. I got these rocks for the edge, it's focusing on my finger, for the edge of the pond. Didn't end up using all of them, so I had like 4 or 5 or maybe 6, I don't remember, left. So I put them underneath there, and then I added this piece that was usually the base layer, and then another rock back there. Added this thing back, which was normally just sitting over here in a corner, doing absolutely nothing. And then the little circle tube that he never uses, which I thought he would use, random stick back there to give him some more support. Another thing that used to be his hotspot now. This is his hotspot, just some random branches and whatever. And then a random pile of rocks back there. I didn't really know what to do with it, so I just kind of said screw it, and I grabbed some rocks and I threw them over there. So I don't know why, but yeah. But there's a huge area back there for him to chill out, and actually I should make sure he can still get out of it, because now adding that extra log back there, I don't know if he'll be able to get out. I may have to change that around. But alright, well, we're gonna put the nice old glass panes back on, and then we'll see you in a Alright, and there we go, glass is back on. They do have a little bit of like nasty, basically dust from towels, or the paper towels, but that's okay. So this is the enclosure. God, I love this thing. It looks so much better than what it was. So we're gonna get him. He's over there just chilling. We're gonna get him back in the enclosure. Let's go. Well, guys, there it is. There is the beautifully huge, really, decor item display thing I have made for my bearded dragon. Here, let me turn on the lights real quickly. Much better. So this is the huge new decor piece that I have made for Inferno, my new bearded dragon, and I've taken a few bits and bobs from different projects, like the big cork bark is from the Gargoyle Gecko project. All of the rocks that are scaped in that back corner and, all around are from my pond. So, I've kind of taken bits and bobs from different pieces because right now I'm trying to save up money and not try to go broke as quickly as I already have, really. But we're going to take a closer look at this. So I made him a little area, as you heard, and of course he's already found it in like the 5 minutes Not even like the 2 minutes he's been in here. But everything will dry nicely because everything's still a little bit damp. Water's redone. This is where his food will go. Actually, let's get... He didn't eat his food today, but... Oh. Well, it's a little tight. We may move it like out a little bit so it's not as squished. But he's found his little spot, if it'll focus in there. You can see him. Well, that is doing it. Okay, that's a that is going to do it for this video of all our reptiles. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was super fun. Super fun to build. And hopefully it will give him a little bit more enrichment, more things to do in his enclosure, so he's not so bored and just not even wanting to come out in the morning. So, you know, all our other reptiles. Please subscribe. Merch may be coming soon in the next few months, so stay tuned for that. And like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.